Hi everyone again. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is lecture one, part two, because I didn't share the final fourth PowerPoint for week one. So I'm going to share now, and this is introductory Ferber. Yay. Okay, so actually, I probably just need the notes just in case. Ferber is such a pain. Sorry. Okay, so this is introductory Ferber, which is functional requirements for bibliographic records. Ferber is not cataloging rules, and this is actually the cover for Anglo-American cataloging rules, which is what I had when I was in library school. I actually had a physical, huge copy of this. Huge. I had it for years and years and years, and it looked just like this. But it is a conceptual model and it's an entity relationship model. So this is kind of a jokey thing she put in here. This codependent lesbian space alien seek same, but what's going on here? What did she say? She said, but it's not an alien entity relationship, but it's something duller. Haha. So this is this complex entity relationship model. So, and we're going to look at this again later, and you can actually see this online. And when you look at your copy of these slides for Ferber, like there's a link for this. So there's work, expression, manifestation, and item, and all these other things like concept, object, event, place, as a subject, and entities, whatever. So this is a copy what the IFLA or IFLA, International Federation of Library, International what is IFLA? Why am I forgetting what IFLA is again? Now I have to look up IFLA. IFLA. Yes. International. I just cannot remember all these things off the top, like for some reason. International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions. Oh my goodness, I am losing my mind. Okay, so in the early 1990s, IFLA members recognized, I have my deranged cat, who you all may have met in my PDFs, is demanding attention. So they recognized a need to make optimal use of all the opportunities for shared cataloging in the new online environment, as well as a need to frame a rational response to the increasing pressures libraries were under to reduce the cost of cataloging. So the IFLA section on cataloging formed a task force, and they published a report in 1995 in a document known as Functional Requirements for Bibliographic Records. And the report describes the conceptual model and user tests associated with them. So the full report can be found online on IFLA's website. So Ferber entities, so the ICP, Statement of International Cataloging Principles, as described in your book, words these groups a bit differently. This presentation will follow the original IFLA Ferber model. So we'll talk about ICP, which is the Statement of International Cataloging Principles, later in the course. But one could look at entities as nouns, relationships as verbs, and attributes as adjectives and adverbs. And Ferber entities, in group one, entities are works, expressions, manifestations, and items known as WEMI. Group two, entities are persons, corporate bodies, and families. And group three, entities are concepts, place, event, and object, plus all group one and two entities, and also attributes of entities. Ferber group one entities, or WEMI, are, as follows. So a work is a distinct intellectual or artistic creation. An expression is the intellectual or artistic realization of a work in the form of alphanumeric, musical, or choreographic notation, sound, image, object, movement, etc., or any combination of such forms. A manifestation is the physical embodiment of an expression of a work, and an item is a single exemplar of a manifestation or a single physical object. So a work is an abstract idea. An expression is a form finally presented or realized to the world, so one can neither hold nor see an expression. Manifestation, text becomes physical body. An item is a single instance. What is your problem? Oh my God. Sorry, he's really obnoxious. You want to say hi to everyone? What did you just drop? All right. So this is the WEMI hierarchy. So a work is realized through an expression, which is embodied in a manifestation, which is exemplified by an item. A work, I think I'll call it Anna Karenina. Yeah, and she'll have an affair with Count Vronsky. It will be one heck of a tragedy. Let's start with this line. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Ha ha. So here's a manifestation of, I guess that this, I mean, this is actually a copy. I guess this is kind of like manifest like an addition, or maybe a, you know, I don't know. This is the work itself, I guess, being shown this way, but it's actually a copy. And here's the item, which is copy. Attributes. So work attributes, abstract realm, are title of the work, form of the work, date of the work, intended audience. Expression attributes are still the abstract realm, title, or language. And then you have manifestation attributes, physical object, title, statement of responsibility, edition, issue, designation, or publisher, distributor. And then you have item attributes, which are single instance, provenance of an item, marks or inscriptions, condition of the item, treatment history. And then here again, you have, again, this lovely entity relationship model again. Yay. And there's a link to find it online in your copy of the slides. So user tasks equal FISO. So find involves a user's search criteria through an attribute or relationship of an entity. Identify enables a user to confirm they have found what they looked for, distinguishing among similar resources. Select equals involves meeting a user's requirements with respect to content, physical format, etc., or to reject an entity that doesn't meet the user's needs. Obtain enables a user to acquire an entity through purchase, loan, etc., or electronic access. And ICP ads navigate the catalog and beyond using relationships between resources and entities. So what does it all mean? So here's Scherzo at Indiana University for keyword, creator, composer, work title, performer, conductor, recording or score title, or media format. So this is a Ferber-based like library catalog. So it will allow the user's tasks FISO to find, identify, select, and obtain the resources. So here, if you look for Boccherini, I guess there's, well, here's like, I guess, as creator composer. So there's all these works, and then here is like 40 results, I guess. And then here is a publisher for a score. So unfortunately, what you're all going to find is that Ferber and also RDA don't work very well. because the model isn't very compatible with library catalogs. And unfortunately, we're going to be continuing with this in the future with BibFrame, and it's never going to work as long as we use Ferber. But that's what we use. I would be very interested in hearing your theories as we work through this stuff on why you don't think it works. I'm not going to say why it doesn't work. You guys should tell me why you don't think it doesn't work, because it's endlessly fascinating. And people are always tearing their hair out and be like, well, why doesn't it work? Because all these people are like, but it has to work because that's the rule, and it should always be right. But you know, people make things that don't work, and then they dig their heels in the ground and say, but no, 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 we're going to keep doing this, even if it doesn't work. So, so here's the whole summary, which we went through and everything. And I'll be very curious to know what you think. And also, here is this worksheet, which is not graded. Where is that worksheet? Ferber worksheet. Review Ferber, which I think I linked for you. So, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You can just work through all of this. Where's the dang top of it? Why are these things so slow? Review all of these things. So yeah, just, work through this. And you'll see how sometimes it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I would be curious what you think about that. Actually, maybe I should put that in some of the questions for discussion for next week. I will do that. Okay. Okay, so that, yeah, so now I have recorded videos. Yay. Sorry that I was so confused about how these things work. I was not set up well for a new instructor. It's not the fault of the school, it's my own fault, but also I didn't understand how it all worked. And also it all happened when I was going to be literally out of the country and traveling around like a crazy person for the entire summer. So it just didn't all work out that way. So, well, everything's going to sort out. My apologies, but I swear I'm not as clueless as it all seems. So please let me know. I'm trying to get back to you as quickly as I can. Hopefully you're realizing that. So, in any case, I look forward to working with you all, and I will be speaking with you soon. Okay, bye.